Okay, and I'm here now. And I'm in here. And I'm in the mix now, right? And thank you for stopping in. And this is awesome. So, like, we get a rare treat today, right? We get a rare treat. Like, and, you know, obviously, I talk a lot of shit. I talk about how much I say I know about comics or what I think. But today, I kind of get to show and prove. Like, I'm, kind of going through some stuff in my in-laws' estate, right? Like I'm selling some things off, just kind of liquidating it. And while I'm going through this, I found a whole box of my old comic books, right? And this is just like, obviously a joy. Like, this isn't it, right? This isn't the box. This is what's left. Like, even a few years back, because I basically had maintained, like, I was just an amateur collector. I was just a kid collecting comic books. I wasn't anything special. I didn't really collect comic books as an adult, right? So I always just bought stuff that I liked, So I didn't have a lot. Every now and then I would get a couple of really good ones, right? First editions and stuff like that. And at some point I got a little more savvy about how to take care of my comic books. Like I remember once I was keeping all my comics in a suitcase, and somehow I spilled like chocolate milk on like half of them, right? Like it was a devastating time, right? When you have a young, developing, collection of comic books, and like half your stuff gets messed up, right? So I went through a lot, kind of learning, like just like being a kid. I was actually reading comic books at the time. We ain't had no internet, we ain't had nothing digital, so this is like all our comics. So when you got a comic book, you were gonna just consume this bad boy, right? And that was the thing. Like I didn't have enough money to be like, yeah, I'm buying 2 of these things. Like maybe early on. If I had thought about it, but like I said, my entire budget was going to like getting comic books, and it got to the point where like, it probably started off where I was just keeping all my comic books in like a shoebox. And I remember being like, I don't know, maybe I was like 6th grade when I really started identifying myself like as like, I collect comic books, right? Like I remember that was my thing. Like, yeah, I collect comic books. So I was hella into it already, right? And it's just me on my own. I didn't have anybody. I found a cousin of mine who turned out to be into it. This is a sad story. So I didn't have anybody close to me that was into it. So this is kind of a hobby I developed purely on my own. Like later on, I would meet dudes that were into it, but like the impetus of this was just me. Like, I'll tell you what happened. So I had gotten into comic books. And then, like, my grandfather saw that I was getting into comic books, and he gave me a bunch of old-ass comic books. Now, I don't know where they are right now, but I bet you they're still at my mom's house, right? And that's not a joke. So I probably still have those. And those were old even when he gave them to me. So I'm hoping those are still around my mom's crib, okay? So this kind of gets me going, and I'm pretty much, like, I got a shoebox. I keep all my comics in a shoebox. Went from the shoebox, and the next thing I know, I'm at the suitcase, right? I'm at like a suitcase level, right? So over my time, I would probably maintain like 1,000 comic books, just 1,000 individual comic books that I personally have bought and or traded for. This is back in the day we used to trade. And this is in the hood, we trading comic books. Nobody really has plastic. Like what? Plastic anyway. We didn't know anything about it. We weren't really doing that, right? Until later, like a little bit later, I actually did. After my first trip to like an actual comic book store, right? Because that's the thing. Like I was buying my comic books at like 7-Eleven. So this is a whole ritual, man. This is a whole ritual of like how I'm getting my comic books. Like I got my collection, my comics out the mud, right? Literally. So I would roll to 7-Eleven on like a Saturday. Like it's Saturday, it was ritual, right? Get up. Roll down 7-Eleven, get up in the morning, right? Or whatever, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Get up, and like it was like a mile to 7-Eleven where I had to do my trading at. It was either 7-Eleven or there was a farmer's market. Like it was an indoor farmer's market. And they had a bookstore in there, and they would do comic books as well. So either way, it was about a mile walk in either direction. So for some reason, I went to the comic book store more. And I don't know why. I still don't know. Maybe it was the accoutrement. Because I would always get like the super big gulp. This is right when super big gulps are popping. Like they're firmly in by this time, right? Like I've been messing with super big gulps by since like the 3rd grade. So we've been into like supersized sodas for about 4 years by this time, right? So I would roll there. I would get, I would get my super big. I get whatever comics. That was the main priority. Get whatever comics I needed. Then I'm gonna get my super big gulp, right? Then I'm gonna get like the long string of red vines, right? And like maybe that long pack of Chips Ahoy, like something like that, right? Something like that. And I'm good, right? You dig where I'm at? I'm good. Like my whole Saturday kicking it is already like popping off right now, right? This is everything. I'm going there, getting this, getting my books. I'm gonna go home, sit in the crib, and I'm doing this. Mom, pops, they doing whatever, right? I'm in my room. I'm good. I'm absolutely good, for the evening, right? I'm trying to think it's for the weekend. Like maybe it seemed like I can't imagine. I would have to say, did the cookies last me for 2 days? It's possible that the snacks made it 2 days, man. It's possible. Can't confirm that though, right? That was different for me. So this was kind of like ritual, and this was very much an experience. So I just found my box, and I had recently even like sold up because all my comic books made it with me. Somehow they survived, right? So I kept that collection. I transferred them to like a big storage bin. And then eventually, like I moved a couple of times, and I've moved a lot. Like I've lived in like 4 different states, right? In multiple cities in half the states. So I've moved quite a bit. Not for instability, but I went away to college. I moved to LA. I got married. We bought a house. We sold that. We bought another house. We changed, came out to the South. So like I've moved, right? And somehow these comic books that are with me, like this is a journey, man. These mugs have been on a journey with me, right? So it was just a very formative time, and like these are just some of the ones that I still have right now. And I'm just gonna kind of pull some of these out. Like I just kind of glanced through the box enough to be like shocked at what was still in there, because I did sell, like, man, I want to say like 6 years ago, I knew we were gonna sell our house, and I'm like, man, I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Because I was even putting them up as artwork. Like, I don't have my backdrop up now, but I have framed comic books, literally. Like, right behind me is a framed Secret Wars, the one with Doctor Doom. Like, I have that framed on the wall behind me. That's the regard to which, I regard my comic books in. And I may put a couple of these up there, but I just wanted to kind of go through them with you guys and kind of talk about, like, the 8, like what was going on when it came out, like what I was on when I was getting this, and just to kind of do it like kind of a raw, like an absolutely just live thing, right? Like I haven't really scripted much out. Obviously I put a thumbnail together, so I can't say I wasn't prepared to do this, but I'm just gonna give it to you guys, man. I think it should be interesting. And right on top, you probably noticed this one, right? This is Red Tornado, which is obviously a DC joint. This is July 1985, right? July 1985. So I kind of did mess with DC a little bit. Like, I was kind of messing with DC a little bit, back in the day even. And what do I think of this comic now? Like, what does this comic ultimately mean to me? I don't know. I mean, like in general, I thought a lot about, like, I was heavy into DC. Like, I've always I haven't been heavy into DC. I always felt like I was least heavy. I want to see if I can screenshot this so I can put this up. No, I don't want to do that. I always felt like I was least strong in DC, right? I always felt like I was strongest in Marvel. And, this is one, I don't know if I bought this. For some reason, I feel like I traded for this. And the whole thing with, like, this is kind of funny because on the title, it's Android, you're a menace. If you ever interfere in humanity's affairs again, we'll tear you down to the scrap you deserve to be. So this is kind of crazy. Like 1985, that Superman who's yelling at him like that, right? It's crazy that right now we're still kind of talking AI. Like, because that's essentially what it is. Like, he's a machine. So you're saying you don't really have the same rights as everybody else. So it's kind of crazy, like 1985, like that was the theme going into this, right? Like an interesting book, like an interesting cover. You see, I guess that's the Jon Stewart, because I always look to see if there's anybody, what the cast look like. There's Jon Stewart back there, of course, Flash, Wonder Woman, Batman looking a little more purple, right? But yeah, this is kind of DC at that time. 75 cents on this mug, right? 75 cents. This guy's made it with me since 1985, man. I gotta give you a salute right there. You're a hell of a tough comic book, man. And it's not like, look, like I was a kid when I was putting all these together, but like you're in plastic, you have a board, right? You do have a board, and it's not bad. Like for a kid purchased copy, I'd say this is not bad. And I'm probably gonna move into selling. Like I'm gonna go through all these in time, and eventually I'm gonna sell all these guys. So I'll let you guys know if I do that, right? Because it's not a bad collection, right? It's got some memorable things if you're looking for some one-offs, right? And like for me, I'm just kind of like getting to enjoy the nostalgia of it right here. This is Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, right? This is Spectacular Spider-Man Annual, and this is annual number 6. This is 1986, right? Giant size annual. I don't know who this dude is on the cover. Kind of looks like Michael Jackson. But this is Marvel's 25th anniversary when this book is out. Oh, this is Ace. Or I guess this character is Ace. I don't really know what was going on here. Like, all I can tell you is that it is Spidey. We do see he's got the black costume on, like the symbiote costume on. So I couldn't really tell you much more about this particular issue, how I came about it. I'm assuming it was just on order. It was Spider-Man annual. I was into Spider-Man. Like I initially started, I gotta kind of start separating these out. I'm at least get them in the like appropriate piles, like my DC and my Marvel. Like I said, I gotta go through these things. This will be fun. All right, this is gonna look really bad, but it's not. Like, this is Marvel Universe, right? And you can see this thing's just beat the hell up, right? It's beat the hell up. There's no reason for it to have ever been beaten the hell up like this, ever, except for the fact that I actually read the hell out of these. Like, these were man, it's got ink on it. I'm sure I didn't intend that, but it is what it is. But these were like my Bible, man. I'm telling you, I was so into these. Like, I would read these almost exclusively. I mean, not exclusively, but I enjoyed these almost as much as comic books. And I didn't keep them protected because I'm like, I'm using this all the time. Like, I'm continually going back to these. I know these got, I would buy the new ones, the updated ones. I'd replace them because the whole idea was that, like, I'm going to wear it out. I don't care. This is main reference material. And this style, like, I miss this style. Like, just giving me the whole backdrop of the story, right? And these were some great entries, right? This is really like the foundation, especially if you couldn't get exposed to every character, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm a child and I'm buying comics. I have a budget here, but let's be honest about this thing, right? So these were great, and I love these, and I'll always hang on to these, and I'll probably just miss, like, I'm not gonna read it because, man, this print is tiny as fuck. But like, this was great. Like, this is my first exposure to, like, who is it? Lizard Man, Lockjaw, right? I was into Loki because I knew Loki, but it's a lot of people. Like, this is where I really started getting my first taste of the Crete. Like, right here is like where I first. And look at the art, was nothing. Like, they didn't even give us any good art. Like, basic artwork, right? And I would buy, like, I have several versions of these. This is where, like, oh yeah, we're gonna break down, like, Kraven's costumes and like what kind of powers and stuff he gets from this stuff. So it was deep, man. Like Krang, like, so this is where I got a lot of my first exposure. Like, the Marvel Universe, like, man, official handbook. Yeah, these were my main sources right here. So I don't apologize for those things being beat the hell up because, like, that was your job, man. You were a resource, right? Ah, man, this is old school right here, man. This is old school right here, man. I'm gonna hit you guys with this one here. Like, they really need to bring back the Micronauts, man. They really need to bring back the Micronauts, man. Like, I'm hella nostalgic right now for the Micronauts. Like, I don't get how you guys don't get how nostalgic the Micronauts really are. Like, we need to have this back, right? And this is going back. This, again, is some Marvel Comics. They came from inner space, right? That's what's up. This is 1982, right? So this is February 1982. I just remember reading these things, man. I can't really tell you who they were. I do remember reading these, and this is a 50-cent comic book, right? So this was ill, man. This is a nice little chunk of my past right here, man. Just like representing this, right? Like, I'm telling you guys right now, man. This is a nice flashback right here, man. So my Marvel pile is kind of stacking up a little bit. Let's see what's coming up next, right? Where am I at? Where am I at? Oh man. Oh man. I'm telling you guys, man. This was literally one of my favorite comic books of all time. And I'll tell you guys for a lot of reasons, like a lot of reasons. This is one of my favorites, absolute favorites right here, right? Let's see, can I get a screenshot of this bad boy? This is absolutely one of my favorites. And the reason that it's one of my favorites is because we get Gladiator. And Gladiator, to me, man, that's just one of my favorite dudes right here. This representation, so him coming down here and whooping the entire Fantastic Four's ass, that's right up my alley, man. That's really right up my alley right there, right? Like, that's really, really right up my alley. That's exactly what I would hope to see on any given day, right? I'm not joking with you guys. Like, so this character just smashing through the Fantastic Four, I'm 100% with it, man. I'm trying to find out where I stored this image at because I do not see it here. But wait, where'd you go? Whatever. But yeah, this is some vintage stuff right here for me, right? This is just like, this is it right here, man. He comes through. So this, what year is this? This is, man, I can't even see it, man. Oh, this is like 80. This is 86. This is 86 as well. Man and Superman. So like they called it out right there, like Man and Superman. So you know what this dude Gladiator is all about. So it was cool seeing this Superman, knockoff. And I still like him better, man. What's his name? Cal something. His name is also Cal something, right? With the mohawk and the dark skin. I always respected that look. If you're gonna have solar powers, you probably have melanin in your skin. So I didn't have no problem with that. But yeah, this is a 66 comic book here, man. It's still some reasonable comic book pricing, man. Some reasonable value for your comic books. Okay. I don't know what to really say about what I'm going to show you guys next. I don't know what this says about me. Personally, I don't know what it says about me. And I know I have a bunch of these, right? And I'm ashamed. I'm actually ashamed. Like, this is like, if you guys are aware of like Power Pack, man. Are you guys up on Power Pack, right? Like, the Power Pack was, man, in my estimation, it was just one of the lamest launches ever. I don't know why I was buying Power Pack. I literally have no idea why. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get these. I don't know why, but clearly I was collecting them. And it's funny because I kind of don't remember ever liking them at all. Like, I don't remember when the series was going on thinking, oh man, this is cool. I don't remember that, right? But somehow I just kept buying these comic books just repeatedly. Like, I would not, like, I bought the entire series. Like, I feel like I got the entire series, right? Right. This isn't the entire series, but like, this is a pretty good cluster of comic books here, right? So we can see this. So this is a Power Pack. What is this? This is 85. So yeah, I'm right into it. 85. Yeah, I'm like 7th grade. I'm like 13. Yeah, so this is like part of it, man. Like, but again, yeah, it was lame. They had a whole alien world that was in there. This is like a Thor crossover. They got this, as a Malekith, right? The Dark Elf stomps through. Then of course that leads in like a Beta Ray Bill episode as well. So like, they were doing some stuff. But these are 4 annoying ass kids who got powers, and I think they got alien powers. Like, they discovered some alien, and he has 4 powers. So he divides his powers over these 4 kids, right? And one of them, I'm talking like the oldest one might be like 7, and like the youngest one might be, I don't know, like 3 or something. I don't know. It's something ridiculous. I don't know if 3 is accurate, but whatever. That's what it was. And unfortunately, I bought a bunch of those. I want to make sure I got all those out. Okay. Oh, these next ones are cool, man. No, I got a few more of those. I'm going to get through them because, like, it's surprising that there's even this many left. All right. Yeah. Okay, so, man, this is a near and dear right here, man. This is a near and dear right here, man. I'm just going to go and give it to you, man. Like, X Factor, man, number 7, man. Like, X Factor number 7. I'm telling you, man, I get real emotional about X Factor 100% of the time, man. This was my squad right here. I loved X Factor. These guys were the OG X-Men for the most part, all kept kind of getting back together and starting anew. Like, I think they were all financed by Warren, and it was cool. And X Factor, I think, were they out in the, I think they were West Coast, or they're just West Coast. I think they're actually out in the West Coast. Because, you know, like geographically, everybody being in New York was, it was too crowded out, right? So this is like a 75-cent comic, right? So it's kind of getting real for me at this point, right? But yeah, it looks like they're clearly going against some of the Morlocks. Give it a mutant. Yeah, that was the whole angle with X Factor, is that they would pretend like they were capturing these mutants, but they were actually like trying to help them out. So like, yeah, that's X Factor. I'm sure I had the whole series. I was heavily into X Factor, man. I was heavily into X Factor. Love this. Glad to see you survived, X Factor. That's a problem, but let's see what else we got here. Man, another one. Yeah, this is another nice one. The Avengers, Kang versus Immortus, right? This is kind of a classic cover right here. These two going at it, man, like two versions of the same guy. Kang is a raw dude, like one of my favorite characters here. We got Namor in the back, Captain Marvel, Hercules, Black Knight, Steve Rogers. So this is, I think, the Wasp. So this is a particular Avengers team, and like, yeah, I like this one. You know, Hercules and Namor give you a lot of raw strength. Obviously, energy projection with Captain Marvel. Then, of course, the Wasp. I never really liked, you know, what's this guy named? The Blue Knight? Was it the Blue Knight? I don't know. I can't remember what this guy's name was. I really like him, but then Captain America and leadership, man. So yeah, this was a real epic. This is a real epic right here, man. I definitely feel some good times. Definitely rolled down and got you from 7-Eleven. You smell like 7-Eleven. So my Marvel stack is a lot higher right now. But let's not stop. Let's push forward. This is something that probably never took off. This is another Marvel Psi-Force, right? I got a lot of these like comics that didn't do well, like just dropped off pretty quickly. Psi-Force is definitely one of those comic books, right? Like absolutely one of these comic books that never got anywhere, right? You're saving that doesn't even mean anything, right? Like actually keeping that saved doesn't do anything for anybody, including me, right? So that's kind of what this is. But you know, it's all right. You know, I don't even remember what it was. I don't remember anything about this. So maybe I was just at the store and it's like, yeah, I want something. I didn't see anything good. I would try out a lot of series, man. I had no problem like dipping in and trying out like a new series on a humbug. So I do have a lot of these one-offs. Let me see if I can. I just want to get in the chat. I don't know if anybody's chatting on YouTube. You guys haven't been, but that doesn't mean like the day I'm not here is like the day you guys be. Okay, well, you're not. Okay, that's all right. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. We can just enjoy these comic books together. So again, this is another like 85. So you can see where all my budget was going. So I was being risky on comics. That didn't work out for me. That wasn't a good long term. This is a good one, man. This one I wore the hell out of. This is Superman Anniversary issue 400. I don't really know what's up with this, right? It's beat the hell up. It's a pretty thick comic book. And this is like, let's see. It lists the authors. I really don't know. It's beat the hell up, and I don't want to pull any of them out of here to look at them. But yeah, this one's beat the hell up. I wish I knew what the story was. But you can kind of see it's got his parents in the background, right? So this is again a cool Superman. So this is just kind of like where I was at with it. $1.50, right? This is $1.50 comic book. I want you guys to remember this. I'm a child at this time, right? And I'm dealing with these rising comic book prices. This is another, like, I don't know how I end up with these one-off ones sometimes. I don't know. This is just maybe trading or people giving you stuff. Who knows? Camelot 3000. I don't know. You guys probably never heard of Camelot 3000 for a lot of reasons. Like, nobody's ever talking about Camelot 3000. But obviously, this is DC comic books. This is 84. This is March 1984. So clearly a maxi series, right? A maxi series, number 10 out of 12. So I don't know how, if I had, I'm pretty sure I didn't have the other 9, and didn't get the last 2. So this is $1.25. So man, this is nice. So you got like, they got armor, but yeah, high tech weapons. So this is, I'm assuming this is Arthur with a blaster, right? So that's all right there. So this is good times that are being had right now, man. They're really stretching us. So that's another to the DC pile, right? So DC, like you're trying to get on the board now, right? Let's see what else we got here, man. Oh man, this is some real classic right here, man. This is some real classic right here, man. Like, man, I mean, come on, guys. The new Defenders, like, seriously, man, this is it right here. This is what we're really talking about. So this is 1984. So I automatically, I see like Brunhilde there, right? We see Brunhilde. We see the Beast. We see Gargoyle. I know Angel, like Warren was on this team. And the Defenders were always just treated like scrubs, man. I never appreciated how they, just disrespect the new Defenders, man. I never understood the disrespect of the Defenders. We were just trying to go out there and make a difference out here ourselves, man. We always got that disrespect as a dysfunctional team, and we were totally ready to function, man. This was a powerhouse team. Brunhilde, like, you guys weren't doing nothing with Brunhilde. What did you guys put her in the closet, right? Gargoyle. So it was a nice little squad right now. Again, so right now we're at 60 cents on comic books right here. And so the Marvel stack again is growing a little bit harder, right? Let's see. Let's go in here. Let's go in a little bit harder here. Oh man, this is OGness. This is some of the heart of it, right, man? This is a good one right here, man. This is Iron Man. This is an important time right here for Iron Man, because Iron Man was instrumental in me really getting the comic books, man. Like, Tony Stark was a big figure for me getting into comic books, right? And it just shows it. And this is the time when Rhodey was Iron Man. Now, see, what happened was, like, you guys don't remember how bad Tony was on that bottle, man. How bad he was drinking, right? We do. We remember how bad he was drinking. And Rhodey had to take over. But because Tony had lost the company, he didn't change the programming of the helmet. So it was like driving Rhodey crazy, right? So, he was seeking the help from the shaman to try to like cure what was going on in his brain, even though it was just like a recalibration that he needed to do on the helmet. So this is like kind of what Rhodey was going through. Again, this is June. What year is this? This is also 1985, right? I was buying a lot of comic books in 1985. So this is Iron Man. I was heavy in Iron Man. So this is one of my favorites. This is during that Rhodey time. Yeah, this was a good time, man. That was a good time. That was a nice jog back right there, man. Another one we got here, man. This is a dude, and I swear to you guys that this is a dude that we really should bring back, man. We really should bring back, man. We should start a mission to bring back Rom Space Knight, man. I don't understand in what kind of world we live in where we don't have space for Rom Space Knight. This was a bad dude. Like, his planet had got invaded by these dire wraiths, and they couldn't fight back. It was a peaceful civilization, so they all had to be merged with these cybernetic bodies to perform soldiers. So you have all these space knights, and they were fighting back, and their special weapon would send these dire wraiths back to a whole nother dimension, to their original dimension. So yeah, just a story, man, of like a really noble dude. Rom's one of my favorite dudes out there. Again, this is 60 cents. So this is right in 1984. Strangers on a Train. Yeah, this was a great one, because like these dire wraiths, man, I think they would suck like your soul out or something like that. It was some type of like predatory, and they had a big hive of them. Like, it was terrible, and they had taken over his world. And he's like, yeah, I'm not having it with nobody else. So they had a whole legion of these space knights, and everyone was dressed. All their armor was absolutely unique, man. And their weaponry was unique too. That was a great series. We really need to try to get Rom Space Knight back in some kind of way, shape, or form, man. Rom Space Knight should be around. I don't want to live in a world we don't have Rom Space Knight. Okay, I mean, I don't mean that literally, but another one that inexcusably got beat to hell up, right? West Coast Avengers, man. The initial 4 comic miniseries, West Coast Avengers, like, this was a tough one. This was Rhodey, this was Hercules, Tiger, Wonder Man, Mockingbird, Rom. Like, they were just going through all these people. Like, it was a rough period of time. starting off with Hawkeye being in charge, man. I just never accepted you as any kind. I don't like you, Hawkeye. But I was down with the, obviously I was a California kid, so obviously, like, West Coast Avengers. You say West Coast, we're down with it already. That was the lamest. That was the lamest team of Avengers that we got. All the leftovers, right? All the Avengers nobody wanted anymore. Like, they put all of them on the West Coast Avengers. Like, nobody cared about Wonder Man. Wonder Man isn't anyone's favorite hero, all right? Never. He never has been. All right, some more Power Pack, which I'm not proud of. Okay, man, even more of them. Clearly, I couldn't sell them either. It's more of a classic. This is more right. This is more Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man. Like, he's fighting against this polka dot guy who's like whooping his ass. This is in the transition time. He's starting to wear the black costume. Maybe he was mad at it. Oh yeah, it's after him too, and the Black Cat and the Kingpin. Yeah, this was a good time right here. This is classic. So I was heavily into Peter Parker. They had a couple of runs, a couple of different like simultaneous stories being told about Peter Parker. They were really manipulating as kids, right? Because you would end up buying both series and kind of like, they had to make sense in your head. But this is right at $1. This is also 84. This is right at $1, right? So this is kind of consistent. Let's see what else we got here. Oh man, this is. I got a couple of really like ancient. Well, these are kind of old, man. These are old. Now these are just ancient. These are like when you find a copy of like the Necronomicon, like the original scrolls. Like, remember when Blade was finding the old scrolls? This is old scroll comic book stuff right here, man. This is Ghost Rider, man. Like, for a kid, for this to have been a child's comic book and it still exists is utterly remarkable. Like, I can't believe that this thing still exists right now. This is Ghost Rider. Again, this is my original copy. This is 35 cents. Oh man, this is 1978, man. This is 1978, okay? I had been alive for 6 years when this came out. I was 6 years old when I got this comic book, Ghost Rider. I can't even believe people were letting me buy this at 6 years old, like this ghastly image. But I've had this comic, I've had this comic book here since 1978. Can you imagine that? I've owned this thing since 1978. How ridiculous is that? I purchased this as a 6-year-old child, and it's still here. I have no idea what this story's about. I can't remember, but it's Ghost Rider, and it looks dope, right? And this is a long time ago. This has to be one of the earliest comic books I ever purchased myself, right? 35 cents. You see the progression. Like, this is like a big moment right here. This Ghost Rider comic book. This is one of my favorites. This is one of my most prized comic books, and I will sell this thing for the right price too. I gotta get rid of all this stuff, guys. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. I'd rather have a less encumbered life, right? Not that you shouldn't buy them. Man, what is that? Some hair. Okay, so we're getting into it. Oh man, you guys are really, I'm really excited. I'm glad I get to share this with you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this, right? Because this is really getting deep into it, man. This is like OG-ness right here, man. This is OG-ness right here. I can't see the year on this. I wish that I could. Okay, this is Amazing Spider-Man, right? Okay. I cannot see the year on it, but this is obviously Spider-Man. You have the Punisher right there in the middle. You have Nightcrawler also, right? So this is like, man, this is some elite Marvel stuff going on right here. You could imagine the scrap, man. I cannot find the year on this anywhere, but this thing's 30 cents. So this is a 30-cent comic. So, man, this has got to be like 75, 76, right? This has got to be 75, 76. Think about it. This thing's been in my life since 1975, and I still have this bitch. It's remarkable that this thing still exists in my life, and you haven't completely deteriorated, right? Like, this is just like, man, I'm shocked myself. I'm shocked. How have I kept this thing for so long? How have I kept you since 1975? It doesn't make any sense, even to me. I did it, and I'm shocked that this thing's here. When I found this box, and I literally found this box this morning, I was shocked that these things were here. I had no idea that things were in the garage, right? I immediately, when I saw the first comic, I knew exactly what it was. I'm like, wow, this is cool. But I had no idea these things were here. But like, this is how long I've had this thing, man. Amazing Spider-Man 162. I have no idea how old this is. This thing looks like if I pull it out of here, it'll literally disintegrate. That's how old this thing is, man. That's powerful. It's like 1976. Wow. I'm getting emotional right now, guys. Man. Okay, and just to keep doing it to you, man. Keep doing it to you guys. Like, I'm cemented, man. Like, this is crazy right here. Oh, let me see if I can find the year. Where are they putting the years on these things? Because this is even deeper back, man. Check this out right here. Marvel team up Spider-Man and Captain America. Like, check this bad boy out right there, man. Like, let's be real. Let's be honest about this. Like, this is old school right here. This is like classic comic book right here, man. It doesn't get any more utterly real than this, right? Like, in no way, shape, or form does it get more real than this, right? I'm just being honest. This is I have no idea what year this is, but the price on this comic book is 20 cents. Okay, this is a 20-cent comic book, right? It's beat the hell up, right? This is a child's comic book. I probably read this thing 14 times, right? But throwing it around and sitting on it and drinking, right? But it's still here. It existed, right? And that's the important thing. And this thing is still here. So I'm pretty proud of that. This is old school, I guess. So this is, again, some Spider-Man. Just shows you, like, heavily where I was, with my comic books. But yeah, this is actually a dope one right here. That's what a 20-cent comic book looks like. And this is another one. I gotta give it to you guys on this one here. This is Nova, right? Nova was my original dude. Like, coming into comics, I was heavily into Nova, man. Like, they kind of let Nova drop off, and I don't understand why. But Nova was a bad dude. Again, this is a 35-cent comic book, so we're talking 1978. He's here, the ultimate superhero, the man called Nova. And he thought that he had killed his own dad, too. So, like, his family was after him because he said, oh, you killed my dad. Even though he didn't really kill your dad, right? It was actually him. But that was the journey of this comic book. So, yeah. Nova, man. I'm very down with the whole Nova comic book, man. That's nice. Yeah, that was that's one of my day ones. I don't see anything else in here that's good. Let me pull one up. Anything else in here that's good. Another Marvel Universe, which, I talked about, like, I keep these around. I love these. And nothing else good. Like, honestly, nothing else good. Like, a bunch of one of these power packs, which I'm like, why was I buying so many? I bought every single one of them, right? So we'll see if somebody wants to buy them. But that's just, like, what I discovered today. Just, snooping around my own crib and just happened to discover, a bunch of my old 80s comic books. So I thought I would kind of share the experience of going through them with you guys, and just kind of, I'll probably come back and talk about some of these characters later. And I'm also probably going to start listing some of these things. So, if you're interested, hit me up. Otherwise, let your friends know. There's some great classics in there. If it's nostalgia and you just want to own it, I think they're great to have. Like, I really do. I'm just kind of making some room in my own personal stuff here, right? So that's what I got. I'll be back. I'm not sure how my day is going to unfold. I may have an appointment today, but if I come back today, I may talk multiverse. I got a couple examples of multiverse that I want to go through with. So if you guys are interested in learning about multiverse with me or talking multiverse with me, join me later. If I don't make it back today, I will do that tomorrow about this time. So I'm going to check off. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys all soon. If you have questions, hit me up in the comment section. And as always, hit that like and subscribe. Enjoy your day. And I appreciate you stopping in.